Potions. They make the video game and real world go round. Don't talk to me until I've had my morning energy potion. Then let's hit the bar to get our party potions. And at night, there's the potion you take to summon the Hat Man. Even the generic health and mana potions from video games have clear real-life equivalents. Health potions are hot chocolate, and mana potions are McDonald's Sprite, obviously. There's no better story that shows the power and danger of potions than the 1904 Olympic Marathon in St. Louis. 10 miles from the finish line, the eventual winner of the marathon, Thomas Hicks, wanted to give up. He was dehydrated. He had good reason to be. The chief organizer for the Olympics that year only had one water source for the entire marathon. One water source for a marathon that was on active dirt roads, with the runners having to avoid live traffic that was shooting dust into their parched mouths. The organizer only wanted to put one source as a test on dehydration. Well, it worked. They were dehydrated. So Thomas is 10 miles from the finish line, parched, wants to give up, but he doesn't. Because he's restrained by his trainer, who gave him several doses of strychnine, or rat poison, mixed with egg whites and brandy. Now there's an old school RuneScape potion. This was also the earliest recorded use of performance-enhancing drugs at the Olympic Games. Did it work? Kind of. He did end up making it across the finish line and technically did win the most torturous marathon of all time. He also hallucinated the whole way to the finish line and could barely walk. He was carried off the track in a stretcher and might have died right there if he had not been immediately treated by 4 doctors. This is what we're aiming for, a cursed potion that will just barely get us over the finish line in order to beat the Amoxiliatl, and to complete our current randomly generated wiki page, Temotli Triumph. We will be training herb lore in RuneScape and real life, trying to recreate every potion we brew up to the prayer potion that will help us take down this boss. And these will also pair great with the chompy bird we will also be cooking in real life. And most importantly, hopefully, we will not be poisoning ourselves in the process. Did we accomplish our task?
I'm making a new character on RuneScape, but not allowing myself access to the wiki or any informative plugins. The only wiki pages I can view will be 5 random ones. I will then have to encounter them in-game before I can generate a new one. And unlock the wiki 1 page at a time. I'm Scramph, and this is RuneScape. Wiki locked.
If there's anyone who's used to putting themselves through a lot in order to just barely crawl over the finish line, it's me. Last time I tried to do something a little similar to beat the Amoxiliatl, which was just putting ice packs down my shirt every time I died. It didn't help, I died a lot. Since then, I've been working out with the gym crab in Varlamore to get beefy enough for a rematch with the Ice Queen. And I think I'm almost there. I just need some G Fuel, or God Fuel, or prayer potions to finish her off. So while I was training herb lore in the Grand Tree Mall, buying my chocolate dust for energy potions out of the kitchen in the Cheesecake Factory, I noticed something in their pantry. Equileaves. The last thing we needed to complete the big chompy bird hunting quest, which we do eventually need to get one of our random page rolls, the crate part, which is found during the Big Brain Robbery quest. So now we can finally complete just the first step of the quest marathon that is finding the crate part. One step at a time, am I right? We just need to bring all of our ingredients to Rance and his picky adult sons, and hopefully that's it. Hopefully they don't also ask us to bring like a bottle of Orbits and Heinz green ketchup. We have the chompy, the equileaves, and the dougal leaves. We're good to go. I don't have all the ingredients. Oh, potato. Do you remember what the ogre family wanted? Don't say it like that. It's conserve a potato. Do you like stuff the... I guess it all got stuffed in there. Seasoned chompy. Okay, so the family of ogres sit down together and enjoy their bird. You've waited a while for it. The delivery's taken a second to be here. And that is the quest. Since we're also trying to get stronger in any way possible, and we're hitting the kitchen anyway to make our real-life potions, I might as well try to get Rance's recipe for disaster done so we can make a chompy for real along with our potions, and get the black gloves to fight the Amoxiliatl, which will be a huge help. Oh wait, that's actually not... Oops, I'm so sorry, that's somebody else completely. That's Scratchulgogi. We're warned that helping the ogres will be difficult because of their intelligence and how hard it is to communicate with them, but I don't know, I think Rance might actually be really, really smart. Because to learn how to make Jubbly from Rance, which I guess is super chompy or something that we're gonna feed to Scratchulgogi, he wants us to bring him over to Karamja across the ocean. You know, for some quest-related reason. So we make a rough boat, and then he has the brilliant idea of us cooking a chompy across the ocean, So the boat is powered by his adult son swimming towards the smell of freshly cooked chompy, like cartoon characters floating to a pie in a windowsill. It's brilliant. He even marks where he wants us to set the food flare by shooting an arrow across the entire ocean. Oh my god, that's his arrow. That's like a game-winning throwing knife kill for sure. He's done all the hard work. All I have to do is cook a big chicken there. How hard can that be? Oh, I have to cook it myself on a fire. That makes sense. Can I chop down these? Perhaps you should check with the local villagers before you start hacking away at the local vegetation. I am so sorry, those are native plants. I have no regular logs? Alright, I guess maple or you or magic would have to do. Maple, it's gonna be smoky maple, like a good smoked chompy. Why am I keeping the granite body on and not using any of the like agility stuff that I bought? None of the graceful stuff. Why am I wearing a giant rock slab firing? And we're gonna cook a raw chompy. You need a spit roast. How do I make a spit roast where there isn't one? I guess let me look for a spit roast. You got one in here? Hi, that's your bedroom. I would just love if there's a place I could have a rotisserie. Oh, Rance would go nuts in a Costco. Let me see if they have any at the store. If this is the local Costco, they should have rotisserie items. Come on, please be a Costco, please be a Costco, please be a Costco. Papyrus! Is that like a thing that you build? Is that like a fire making thing? Iron spits. How do you make an iron spit? I guess with iron. Let me just build a spit. Use iron spit on the fire. I can't cook that. No, I want to make a spit. Do I just put it on a spit? Use iron spit, raw chompy. Oh! That worked. So eventually we figured out the medieval cooking method of rotisserie all on our own. But in real life, this was not the hard part at all. The hard part was manually rotating the turn spit, which a servant usually did, who was called the spit boy. So now we have to be our own spit boy and hope this works. Please work. Okay. Setting a thing. Setting a flare for my hungry boys. Setting a flare for my hungry boys. It works! It works! Costco is open! Oh my god, they were the engines! Are you just gonna be a boat now? Okay, I'll hop on the boy boat. That's awesome! You guys became a boat! Now that we've unlocked the Ogre Sun ocean liner, the Genius Rance tells us how to make the special jubbly bait, with a rock and a woolly thing to stick it on the ground, which my less than intelligent brain interpreted as string or thread. But then Rance did something that every so-called genius in a sci-fi movie spends their whole lives trying to do. They're saying Rance isn't smart. Rance is literally able, Rance is literally able to teleport and be two different places at once. And he's made a boat with sun power. Not solar power, sun power. This is a huge reaction image. Anytime someone says something annoying, you can just send them suck swamp bubbles. Go suck swamp bubbles. And then it was time for me to go suck swamp bubbles, as I realized something heartbreaking about this quest in my attempt to do it. Those equileaves weren't always there. Those equileaves weren't always there. There are equileaves there. I had to have looked. I had to have looked there. I could have sworn I did a lap. I did 20 laps. How did I miss that? How did I find it in the Gnome Cheesecake Factory fucking kitchen, but not see it right there?
There's a little garden here with a cabbage and a potato for Papa. No leaves in sight.
They were there the whole time? They were there the whole time? But we can sit and stew about all the things we've done wrong forever. It's time to push forward and continue doing things wrong in the present. Dropping the toad. Putting the ball of wool on it. What? Putting a rock in it. Nothing interesting happens. What if I use a rock here? Do I set it up before? I'm allergic to annoying game design. What the hell? Not me literally staring at the equileaves that I wasn't able to see, as I can't now figure out a new quest step. The big blowers on the Fatsy Toady. Do you make a toad even fatter? And let me try to double blow up a toad. It's a balloon toad! You do it twice! The literal words are correct. Everything Rance says should be taken as gospel. As scientific gospel.
Surprise the jubbly. What, did we, something we did? It's a really long animation of it spinning out. Holy shit, there it is! Eagle eye. Not right now. I'm sure we need the biggest rotisserie ever to cook that. Oh, we're cooking it! Yes!
We did it, and we did not need the biggest rotisserie ever to do it. It worked on a standard big spit. Though I'm not even sure if the biggest rotisserie in the world, the 62.8 meter spit by Wadi Foods in Egypt that could cook 390 chickens simultaneously, could hold the weight of this big bird. Wait. Is Jubbly Big Bird? I don't want to think about that. Let's just finish our herb lore grind so we can make some chompy and potions for real.
This grind has been so boring that I've actually been excited about bank organizing, which is a sign of that I'm not doing well. No, don't kill that guy! Oh no! Obviously, I love buying our supplies out of the Cheesecake Factory in the Oak, you know, the Grand Tree Mall. The only thing I don't like with the Grand Tree Mall is I just keep killing people here. I don't want my thing to be attack a level 1 gnome. Why would I ever want to do that? Why would that be the default?
Maybe the reason that the game defaults to doming a gnome, not to be confused with the Gnome Dome where the Toadstools play, the best stadium in all of Gnome Ball, just an electric space, but rather killing a gnome on sight, is maybe because all of our herbs were obtained from killing and looting Chaos Monks. Our herb lore grind has been less farm to table and more corpse to table. The Chaos Monks have a hype house right outside of Ardoin, and they drop endless herbs we need. The only issue is we have to pick the lock to get in, but the people inside are not spooked by someone clearly trying to get into their house for minutes. They would be horrible horror movie protagonists. So, with our 5 herbs and spices, we will be leveling up our herb lore with 4 potions. There's the basic attack potion, which is a violent Gatorade. It just gets you to lock in more in combat, and according to those ads, makes you sweat a super unhealthy color. Marentil and ground unicorn horns make up anti-poison. This is a Benadryl-like EpiPen cocktail that helps with all your allergic reactions to venom, acid spit, nuts, all dangerous things. Terramin and Ashes make Serum 207, which we had to make for the Shades of Morton mini quest to unzombify the masses. Much more obviously delicious is the Energy Potion, made with chocolate dust and Haralander. It's just a herby chocolate milk. All of this is to get the holy grail of our G Fuel, our God Fuel, our Catholic Capri Sun, our Muslim Matcha, our Jewish Juice prayer potion. And after tons and tons of slaughtering Chaos Monks and unicorns, our herb lore crusade finally comes to an end.
The next inventory should do it. The next inventory should do it. Oh my god, then we can make all the prayer potions. Or then we can have them forever. We can make them forever. And they're just something that we know how to do now. We're level 38! How many prayer potions? I guess we should know. 61, 56. Plus 61.
Now it's time to head back into the kitchen to make our ogre meal to pair with our real life potions. Hello. Welcome back to Cooking with Scramph. I am excited to be back. I'm excited to prove that I actually can cook this time. For some reason, some people took the lesson from the last time I was in the kitchen that I can't cook.
Present to you the slop of compromise, the raw cake.
If you ever have to cook for an ogre and his 2 adult sons, this is going to be the best thing for them. Second to, just reheating chompy nuggets in the microwave. The main seasoning in this is one of Ogre's favorite foods, dougal leaves. And based on Cat's affinity for dougal leaves as well, I assume dougal leaves to be catnip. So we have, for our chompy, we have a chicken chompy. That sounds close enough. We have to put on a spit and cook it rotisserie style. So, what's the most iconic rotisserie bird? The chicken. And then we would assume that Jubbly, the even bigger super chicken, that's turkey. Why am I not also making that? Well, I love to commit to the bit. I love to commit to the bit more than anything else, but I don't think committing to the bit of just having so much food waste is worth it. I'm gonna have to eat all of this. All right, so you got your chompy, you've lured it into a fake surprise party, and then you shot it. What do we do first? You wanna pat chompy dry. You just wanna make sure no excess moisture. Let's get a ton of olive oil. Now I know you're saying it's Scramph. We never use cooking oil in any other recipe in OSRS. The game is British. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm not gonna do plain boiled chicken with catnip, okay? I've gone through enough. I'm trying to beat the allegations that I don't know how to cook. I want to be a real chef this time. Okay, so the next thing obviously we need to do is put a whole potato in the bird. I don't know if I need to censor this for YouTube. Can a full potato go into a chicken? But the potato pretty much does fit right in there. This wouldn't get me demonetized. And if this doesn't, there's something worse coming later. Now it's time to put our herbs. The moment everybody was waiting for. I have a bunch of organically grown catnip. It reminds me of oregano, which is what we'll also be putting in. But let's just start rubbing catnip all over here. There's actually a lot of it on here already. But just pretend it's a different herb, like oregano, which is going on next. It looks like this kind of looks like the most appetizing thing I've ever made so far. If you make this for your 2 adult sons, they're gonna love it so much that they invent a new form of boy-powered ocean liner to cross continents. Just to get a sniff of this thing. This is gonna smell incredible. It's gonna bring all the boys to me. And damn right, it's better than yours. Oh, I didn't put salt and pepper. I'm gonna put salt and pepper on there. I forgot to put salt and pepper. I know I said I wanted to be considered a real chef, and I forgot to put salt and pepper on it. So any joke I make about British people seasoning food has immediately become hypocritical. Also, I'm sorry, this isn't like a legit cooking show where then I can take out another version of the cooked chompy to then show you, because I'm not cooking 2 catnip chickens. I don't want to put that into the world. I'm going to put it in for 45 minutes to start, but I'll be checking in on it. If the tops are getting too browned already and it's not looking done, I will put foil over the top so it doesn't fully burn the top. It can just kind of cook the whole thing more. And then, of course, we'll check it to make sure it is at healthy temperature, because I can't get double poisoned. I don't want to get double poisoned from both eating catnip and eating raw chicken. If I could do one, preferably none of those, that'd be perfect. Now it's time to make the potions we will be pairing our chompy meal with. I want these potions to provide more than just quenchness, the ability to quench, quenchosity, quosity. I want each of these potions to feel magical in some way, because a lot of the potions we do drink to get us through the day have a lot more going on under the surface than just we need some water. Because that's what water is. Each of these potions is going to bring something else to the table. But before we do that, we're going to make all of our unfinished potions, which is basically all of our herb and water combinations. And for these, I think the best way to do that is a simple syrup. It's called simple syrup because the recipe is simple. It is just 1 part water and 1 part sugar. And actually, this is the cooking show time where I do already have pre-made syrup. Might as well use the vanilla syrup that I use to make my matcha for all of these. Again, don't want to be wasting any extra stuff that I can, because we're going to be making some interesting drinks. And and whoever said I wasn't a cook, look at this. I already put tape on it that says vanilla syrup. I labeled the stuff in the kitchen, and this is also like a restaurant Tupperware thing. So, for our guam herb, we have basil. It's just basic. It's the starter herb. Thankfully, you don't need a high herb lore level to go to the supermarket. They clean them for you. Well, I guess I can run them underwater. I should clean all of these. So that's our guam. And, like a real chef, I will write guam. So I remember your guam. I spelled strength wrong. That's fine. Cooks don't need to spell. They just need to know the language of the kitchen, food. Next up, our herb is going to be matcha for Marentil. Matcha Marentil, right? Pretty obvious. M-A-M-A, mama, mommy. We're making this for anti-poison. And I think of my daily matcha as the anti-poison of the capitalist daily grind lifestyle that is slowly eroding me away. But with matcha, I can stop taking damage. Somebody told me, when you're whisking matcha, somebody told me the world was gonna roll me. We'll pour this. It's time to make our unfinished Tarramin potion for Serum 207. And for that, we have parsley. I wanted tarragon. I did not see any tarragon at the grocery store. But there is our parsley water. Serum 207. Next up, we have Herolander, which is going to be used in our energy potion. It's going to be used in our energy potion, the chocolate dust. So I think the obvious thing for the chocolate milk potion we're going to get with sugar to give us energy is mint. All right, we got our mint going in there. For Renar, we are going to do rosemary, R&R. Can't be super in-depth with some of these. That's a lot of rosemary. I think they'll get to know each other just fine. Now that our herb and simple syrup are getting to know each other, it's time to actually assemble the potions. And I'll be walking you through what we put in each because if you couldn't tell, Chef Scramp is going through it. And honestly, the worst is yet to come. But in the cooking chaos, the audio cut out as I assembled all of the potions and drank them for the first time. So I had to do it all again. So I didn't check my levels and I lost 30 minutes of recording. So that's great. So for our combat Gatorade, our attack potion, the recipe calls for Eye of Newt. In this case, we're substituting mustard seed for Eye of Newt. Allegedly, when Shakespeare referred to Eye of Newt in Macbeth, he could have been referring to mustard seed. Most of the sources claiming the Eye of Newt fact are on Facebook, which automatically doesn't make me trust it, because all I think Facebook posts now are AI-generated pictures of a 3-mile-long truck caravan for Christ with captions like, "Why don't pictures like this ever trend?" Attack potion, Gatorade, let us fight. I can't believe I have to have them all again, but you know what? It's all fine. It's all good. Cheers. I want to make sure it's looking now like I'm drinking all of it. You can see me, you can hear gulps, hopefully, now that the mic is working. On to the drink that will heal us from the rest of these possibly poison potions, the anti-poison. Finding a real-life equivalent for unicorn horn was pretty tricky. Didn't need that in the grocery store. But unicorns really give off sugary, sweet, magical vibes, so I went with peach rings. Also because peach rings are made with gelatin, which is made from collagen gathered from animal parts. And also because if you stack a bunch of the rings together, it makes a horn. This is our anti-poison for the horrors of everyday capitalism. A matcha will get you through, except they're so fucking expensive. This is peach ring matcha. I'm excited to have this again. Even with the gummy rings in there, this feels like the least sweet. It's just the matcha balances it all out. Now on to Serum 207. The other potion purposes are pretty clear, but Serum 207 is meant to rid a curse, to enlighten the drinker, to leave their monotonous zombie existence. So I made the base of this potion with a 60 milligram THC drink that I found at the grocery store. And then of course you gotta put in the ashes, which I took from a kitchen Tupperware that I use as an ashtray. The audio is missing here, but here I'm trying to convince the viewer that I'm a real chef because I keep my ashes in a Tupperware, just like in the bear. And then I drank the cursed THC Serum 207 potion. And then I did it again. I put a really powerful blue THC drink into this, and I already had like a big sip of it. All right, let's do this again. There are so many ashes in my mouth. None of that tastes good. The ashes are blue in my mouth. I just drank more of it. And I'm filming this during my lunch break. I have to go to work after this. Oh no. Warning, cancer and reproductive harm. Do not operate heavy machinery. I'm good. Okay, more of Serum 207. That does taste like and feels like something that can bring a zombie back to life, but the living should not drink this. Some of the time in Cooking with Scramp, it's to teach you things. Other times, it's a warning. Do not do this. At least we get to follow up the most cursed potion with the most simple one. For the Herolander energy potion, I just poured in some oat milk into our mint syrup and then added cocoa powder and red food coloring. Just some delicious mint Herolander energy potion chocolate milk. Just as refreshing, even more refreshing this time. Done. And for our final potion, the prayer potion, I used what I referred to as a prayer potion last episode. Blue electrolyte drink with the rosemary syrup and thyme added in for Snape grass. Finishing off with the prayer potion. This is it really, the herbs actually bring a savoriness that this feels less sweet somehow than a normal electrolyte drink. We did it. Drinking 5 different magical potions, I feel changed. But Cooking with Scramp is not over yet, is it, Scramp? Our fully cooked chompy. Look at that big chompy bird. The herbs coming out. Oh my god, the potato. Oh, that potato's still in the middle there. This smells great. The dougal leaves, the catnip, the equa leaves, the oregano combined with some other spices to bring everything together, and a potato shoved right in the middle. Is it not cooked enough? That would be crazy.
I'm trying to beat the allegations that I don't know how to cook.
Is that too pink?
I want to be a real chef this time.
It came up as 160 and it's gonna cook 5 degrees out. Pretty sure we're good. We have a leg of chompy, catnip chompy. Bon appetit. Oh, I got a lot of it. Genuinely, that's just herb roasted chicken. Just as good as anything you get in Costco. Okay, maybe a little worse than Costco. It's coming a little pink.
I want to be a real chef this time.
If I die from the chicken, you could put like a in memoriam. If I die in the will, I want this episode to... Do I want it to come out or not to come out? What would be worse? Both feel bad. Look at that. What a nice baked potato. I think this has been the most successful Cooking with Scramp episode yet. Outside of, not recording 30 minutes of audio and really struggling with the Serum 207, I can almost feel like I can start to see ghosts already coming in the periphery of my vision. And they will, I guess, watch me go back to work and clean up this whole kitchen before any of my roommates come home. All right, Scramp. Let's segue. Go get me out of here. Please get me out of here. Somebody get me out of here. Get me out of here. If you're watching this, get me out. Don't listen to him. He's all right. That's just the Serum 207 talking. So we're all set to have our rematch with the Amoxiliatl. We've increased our combat stats with the Gym Crab. We're 78 attack, 74 strength. We have our hard-earned recipe for disaster black gloves. And in some downtime, I picked up some shifts at the graveyard storage lockers in Morton. And I got myself something called the Amulet of the Damned. And like the name, the item goes pretty hard. It gives us +3 prayer and +6 melee strength, which is huge. And most importantly, to help us during our fight, we have our real-life potions. We have all of our drinks here. This is the anti-poison, and I've been just drinking this all day as I worked for the rest of the day, and I've been drinking it to stay up now. I love my anti-poison. We also have our drinks for real. Wait, why did I not throw out Serum 207? Did I not? I switched them. I labeled them and I did it wrong. I threw out my strength potion. And instead I have the most cursed drink I've ever made. I was rushing to clean up. This is Serum 207. I let it hypnotize me and not throw it out. I drank it again thinking it was the Gatorade. How did I get the mustard seeds confused with ashes? They were the same color, but... No. Well then, if I want to use attack potions, and I do because I want to win this fight, I will have to drink the Serum 207. So we've accidentally poisoned ourselves even more by keeping the Serum 207 60mg weed drink with ashes instead of our mustard Gatorade, which is a real St. Louis Marathon move, and that is a real wiki locked sentence. Try hearing that in any other RuneScape series. I want to get to the bottom of the best in slot battle between the Rune Mace and the Dragon Longsword. The plan is not to switch back and forth each time I get frustrated when I hit a 0 and just keep one weapon on for the whole fight. Hopefully if I win, I can compare their boss kill times and just get the clear answer for which one is more effective for the fight. Okay, let's just walk in and do this. 25 to start, that's promising. Running it back with another 25. Running it back with a big goose egg. Can we like draw a picture if I can guess where they're gonna be? Can I like draw a smiley face? I guess that's gonna be my next goal. To draw a smiley face. That's a really good combat achievement. Draw a smiley face in like the snow. Well, I can go for my anti-poison. I'm juggling drinks too. Okay, so I'm gonna drink my attack potion, which means drink Serum 207. Ew. Oh, that still tastes bad. Can I get a hit for my sacrifice? No. I have to sneeze. Oh, that's crazy. You go blind for a second, you know, when you sneeze. Just like when you're driving a car and you sneeze and you're like, that was nuts. I couldn't see for a second. And I was flying. It feels illegal. Like you shouldn't be allowed to sneeze while you drive. I would love it if it like the whole course reset. It was like, congrats, you've solved my maze. This is genuinely like definitely the best we've ever done. Obviously. This is actually really close now. We can actually win it. Okay. We are like legit hits away. We are legit a beefy hit away. On the Serum 207, come on, come on. Come on. On the Serum, please. No.
5. No, 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 please. Please, 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 no. No. Where do I go so that you can run to that I can attack you? Yeah, no! No, come on, it's 2 health. It's gotta be a whip. We did it, we got gold ore. All of that, we got 29. Oh, we got 2 combat tasks though. We completed a hard combat task, totally shattered. Wait.
We got our first kill, and we got a combat achievement. Not the Temotli Triumph we needed, but we'll take it. We also didn't get the Frozen Margarita combat achievement for being high off Serum 207 while fighting the Amoxiliatl.
Kill Amoxiliatl without any of her unstable ice shattering. Yeah. Kill Amoxiliatl in less than 30 seconds. What the hell? We're gonna take the Rune Mace. Attack Potion, Serum 207. Yeah. Good. It tastes better over time though. Okay, can I try to draw a smiley face now? It has to be the beginning. So like I want a dot up here. Okay, it's okay. That kind of looks like a smiley face. You can kind of see it. Oh, that ruined it. This doesn't feel that much better. We'll find out via science. This kind of like walking through reminds me of one of those annoying like Pokemon gym puzzles. Just this kind of like tile-ass pathfinding. Prayer potion, drink. This is going so much better. Believe it or not, slow and steady wins the race? I can't believe there's no fables that tell me this lesson. Oh, and then I always do a little choke at the end. Not even worth it. And we run it back. Okay, wait. It tells us how long it took. That took 6 minutes and 14 seconds, our new personal best. The first one took 7 minutes. Okay, so it almost took a full 2 minutes longer. So it does turn out that this one is better. It was better the whole time. The Glacial Temotli is the same rarity of drop from her, a much harder boss than the Bald Boys. Just a regular enemy. I'm gonna get mad. How am I stepping on it? There's only 3 of them here. Okay, because I do have to take that. Serum 207. Wash it down with some anti-poison. Drank a prayer potion before. I'm winning through the power of potions. It's just true. To the right. Take a step back now, y'all. 2 blocks this time. 2 blocks this time. Oop, slip to the left. Oop, dodge to the right. Oop, prayer block. Everybody flick your prayer. Because that's when we win. And that's when we win. And that's when we win. And that's when we win. It's always on the last hit that I start to lose my cool. I think I got like 5 on-camera kills on me. At a certain point, you kind of go brain off, and I just watch vids and realize how long this will take. It's starting again. It's starting again. It's starting again. 5 health. We take that. We take those. The serum might be hitting me. That was almost a really costly mistake. We're finally in the end game. This is the end game, right? I'm in end game gear. Got a rune mace. And it's a close one this time. Oh, it's a real close one. We win. We win, and that's more runes. Alright, I'll see you when I get the drop. Hopefully it's soon. Cheers. I literally got the I got it. The first time I got a kill without y'all. Unfortunately, I did get it. Ah! Plus 28 melee strength! Plus 33 crush. We're smashing! We're smashing! Oh my god. This next one's gonna be so easy. And then we're gonna get the page! Look at these things. They really are like frozen teeth. Big, like mammoth teeth. Well, no, mammoth teeth, like not the tusks, like if they had like chompers. Let's see what we start hitting. I'm so excited. Whoa, and it does like a double thing! You can get every, oh my god, double 11s! Super snake eyes! No wonder this is an easy achievement. This is way easier to do. Thank you, potions. Each and every one of you. Thank you, Serum 207. I'll drink more of you. New record, absolutely. It's a page done. We did it. We triumphed Temotli style. Itzla, if you have internet in the void. We did it. You did it. You did it.
And there's nothing left to do but check Temotli Triumph off our list and see what random page the wiki has in store for us next.
Roll a new one, and it's gonna get easier. I really would love it to get easier. Okay, let's see. Open my eyes. Teak saplings. They're saplings that can be used to grow teak trees at level 35 farming. That is like an area that I've wanted to grow in, and it doesn't seem that hard. We just gotta get 35 farming. We just gotta farm a little bit. That's exciting. That's gonna be fun. I mean, it's time to start gardening, I guess.
So, get your trowels, your cute overalls, and government subsidies. It's time to go farming. We're gonna dig deep into the flora of Gilnir to discover, how do things grow so damn fast? See you then.
Hello, this is the voice of Scramph from the video you just watched. So none of the previous insanity you have witnessed would be possible without my incredible patrons over at the Lumbridge Community Pool. They are truly the sweetest and the kindest, and I am so lucky to be able to make the most cursed meal of all time with their support. If you want to hop in as well, it's only $1. But if you don't, that is totally alright, but you should then thank each of them individually. Alright? Those are their names right there. Like on the screen in front of you. Right now. Yep, these ones. Cool. Thank you so much. Bye. See you soon.